Hi, this is Piano School Publishing's video online tutorials. So today we're going to be learning about C and G7 chords. These are located on pages 85 and 86 of the Preparatory book. A chord is when we play more than two notes together. So usually three or more notes usually makes up a chord. Well, the other word for chords is harmony. So as soon as we put notes together, we create harmony. Now that it changes the mood of the sound, so all different types of chords create different types of flavors with music. So we might have a minor chord, and that changes the tone again. So the first two chords we're going to learn today are C chord and G7 chord. C chord is made up of the notes C, E and G, and this is for our left hand. So if you have a look at on page 85, you can see there that they've got a diagram of what to play in the left hand, exactly what fingers to use, and how it's written on the bass staff. So you can see, if you have a look at it closely, you can see the notes C, E and G written all on top of each other, which means we play them all at the same time. So when we hit C chord, that's our C chord sound. Now the interesting thing about chords is C chord is made up of the notes C, E and G, and any combination on anywhere on the piano of those three notes will create a C chord. So I could play C chord here, up here, up here, up here, and down there, even down there. I can even change the order of the note. So I could play C, and then E, and then E. So there are hundreds of C chords across the piano. The one we're just starting with today is the most basic C chord, which is just C, E and G. The next chord we're going to learn is G7 chord. So G7 chord is B, F and G. So it's going to be B and with your fifth finger, F with your second finger and G with your thumb. And again, you can play that anywhere on the piano, and you can change the order. And you can create lots of different harmonies and so forth. So what you need to do now is you need to practice going from C chord and then changing to G7 chord, and then back to C chord, and then back to G7 chord, and back to C chord. And you need to practice that again and again and again until you can do it without looking at your left hand. As good as that, okay? Because our next song is based on C and G7 chords. So we're going to go over to that song now and have a look at it. This song is called the C and G7 song, really original titles. It's just simply C chord, G7, C chord, C chord, C chord, G7, C chord, C chord. So it's just a song to practice the chords that we already know. So we'll push this music over to the right hand side. We'll get our hand over here ready, and we're going to call out. We're going to say C, 2, 3, 4, G7, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G7 with the music. Here we go. So this is track number 19.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ready, 2, 3, go. C, 2, 3, 4, G7, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G7, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. Now you'll notice with this one as well, there's only the point playing setars are just for the left hand, because there's no right hand in this song. Okay, so the most important thing with this when you're practicing is you need to do a lot of changing from C to G7. It might take a good week to get really comfortable with changing from one to the other without looking at it. It doesn't hurt too if you're playing C chord, particularly with young children, if they're practicing C chord, sometimes you'll find all the fingers go down together. So at this stage, it doesn't really matter if they stick the two fingers that they're not using up in the air to keep them out of the way. And then when they change to G7, they can stick their third and fourth finger, again, up out of the way, as long as they're not sort of letting go of the keys, because they can use their fingers where they are to position themselves and find the C and the G7 chord. And they'll find that already. Okay, off you go and do some hard work.